Experts and academics gathered at the second Global Prosperity Summit 2025, or GPS 2025, to discuss the most pressing issues, including trade war. US President Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs on most of his country's trading partners on April 2nd, while imposing higher levies on China, intensifying the trade war between the world's biggest economies. In a panel discussion, a speaker said US tariff measures have a long-term consequence.
As a trade negotiator, once trust between people or countries is lost, it takes a long time to regain.
Clark says US cannot deny China's resurgence as one of the global leaders. Clark says EU would forge closer ties with China.
The EU, we're the biggest trading bloc in the world. In this year of the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations, we want to find more areas where we can work with China constructively.
Inaki Amati said EU wants to re-establish relationships with China.
The Chinese is probably expecting to see some signals also from Europe. We need those signals to demonstrate to the world, and especially to the US, that not everything is about escalating.
This Chinese academic believes Europe can be a cooperation partner.
China and Europe have their structural foundation for being major players in the world. Of course, we have differences, competitions, but the mutual interdependence and the mutual beneficiary still are the main one. And what is more, these are independent of any outside factors.
Other speakers said space economy would also be impacted by the trade war. We need a better space monitoring system, which requires more cooperations between China and the US.
In 2024, in May, there was a big solar storm, and what we found was that thousands of satellites of those 10,000 started maneuvering all at the same time. We need much better monitoring systems so we actually can see what's going on in space. China and the US have very complementary technologies for this space situational awareness. But unfortunately, there's very little information sharing between those two systems.
Because the more that the trade war continues, the more that Trump applies any tariffs on Chinese exports or vice versa, the economy of the world suffers.